family person and you've got major bills to follow, first and foremost, the main thing for us is trying to keep it as low as possible, as accessible as possible. I mean, entering on a real race day, you're looking at about 2,500 Rand plus. For us, it's 250 Rand for the year, and you can go race wherever you like. And we've got incredible talent across multiple platforms, whether it's PlayStation, Xbox X, the likes of PC, across different sims, introducing different sims. I mean, Gran Turismo last year produced some incredible champions that duked it out. Dean Okia being one of those champions that stepped out of the world of Gran Turismo and carried on his way into PC. But many have looked back going towards console to enjoy the racing there, as intense it is. And that's what the whole aim of it is, to make it the most accessible racing there is, the most competitive racing, and allowing a bit more of a shining light on the whole score. Because long and short of it, motorsport's expensive, production is expensive, running a league is expensive, but in sim racing, somehow, I don't know how, the absolute legends manage to bring things down to the most affordable, that drivers can get in for next to nothing and be able to race it out. So with that, they need to be recognized as the champions and recognized by their country as well as others of, listen, keep an eye open, because this is going to be the fresh talent that's going to be moving into motorsport. And likewise, you're going to have guys from motorsports, instead of using sim racing as a tool for training, recognizing it for what it is, competitive racing through and through most.
Yeah, it's a phenomenal training ground. You also mentioned as well, I want to quickly touch on this before I go through someone else, but the Tillotson go-karting, another good breeding ground and something that MSA heavily involved with and promoting at the moment as well, Stephen.
Yes, Tillotson go-karting actually has been up through the rise here in South Africa, and they've been really getting on the back of just moving things forward. And we've actually very, very proud that they jumped on board with the Africa Festival to be able to go and race. So people have an opportunity. The winners of the Africa Festival in the go-karting realm, thanks to Tillotson T4, will be able to jump in for a race weekend in a Tillotson, fully paid race weekend, and get back into, get it behind the wheel and go have a go, which we will see some sim races really showing off a tremendous bit of pace. And we've got many more that are coming through. I know SMA has been hard at work in the background with their side, getting a whole bunch of prizes lined up for Gran Turismo. And it's even going and sparking the interest of others, such as our car manufacturers, even Motorsport South Africa, currently tuned in, going and watching some of the racing tonight, looking forward to seeing what it is. Rashad Montero going and expressing interest, and his son as well, looking into the world of console racing, will be going in future efforts. So it's great to see that more and more people are getting the notice that sim racing is around. It's here to stay. It's the new movement of motorsports and being compared to the likes of actual motorsports. No longer frowned upon and looked down. It's still a long climb up, don't get me wrong, but we're stepping up that game. We're pushing a little bit harder, and with each of the different leagues that are with us, each of the different drivers, getting the talk back from the driver saying, look, this needs to change. We want to make this. I think in the first time in major history in Motorsport South Africa, the rule book was written by sim racers for sim racers, which is completely unheard of, because usually it is some lawyer sitting in the office busy drafting it up. This time around, sim racers are saying, this is what happens with netcode, this is what happens with pit stops, and being able to talk more about the sim itself. And it's now being heard by our ASN, and also transferred all that information to a higher level of FIA on their goal. I'm going to break the news a little bit. They are aiming by 2026, 2027 for a world esport championship that they're aiming for. So hopefully South Africa will be stacking the grid there in multiple different platforms and showing off that we can challenge. I've got to say, against the UK, all that we need is just 1 point.
And that will do it. Is that it? 1 point. That's not bad. That is not bad. We don't have long left, unfortunately, Stephen. I could keep this going all night. We've got a couple of minutes left. So let's just touch back on the license. Again, MSA heavily backing this stuff as well. As you say, big plans for the future. 7 categories, 300 plus events. You've got Gran Turismo 7. You've got WRC, Assetto Corsa Competizione on